With the 2026 midterm elections on the horizon, Americans may be watching a familiar pattern emerge from the Trump administration: bold military action while domestic issues continue to languish at home. While the administration touts this raid as a decisive blow against threats to national security, millions of Americans are wondering, when will Washington launch an equally aggressive campaign against inflation, healthcare costs, and wage stagnation? This is not to suggest that foreign policy doesn't matter, because it absolutely does. But there's a troubling disconnect between the urgency displayed in deploying military assets to South America and the comparatively tepid response to the economic pressures squeezing working families across every congressional district in the country. Consider the contrast. The administration can mobilize the logistical machinery, intelligence apparatus, and diplomatic capital necessary to conduct a complex military operation in a sovereign nation, yet comprehensive action on prescription drug prices, affordable childcare, or infrastructure improvements that would directly impact Americans' daily lives remains elusive. For voters heading into the midterms, this raises fundamental questions about priorities. Are we seeing a commander-in-chief or a campaigner-in-chief? Is this governance or theater designed to energize a base with displays of strength while avoiding the harder, less photogenic work of domestic policy reform? That raid in Venezuela may play well in certain political circles, but it won't lower the price of groceries. It won't make housing more affordable. It won't reduce the burden on families struggling with student loan debt or the cost of elder care. These are kitchen table issues that will ultimately determine how voters cast their ballots in November 2026. You remember this saying, "It's the economy, stupid?" That still matters today. What began as a demonstration of decisive action could very quickly morph into a Trump-created quagmire that will be front and center on voters' minds as they head to the polls in the fall. History suggests that voters tend to reward presidents who demonstrate that they understand and can effectively address their daily concerns. Military adventures, regardless of their tactical success, rarely substitute for economic security and prosperity at home. Both political parties will do well to remember that most Americans, they aren't asking for more military operations abroad. They're asking for serious solutions that really improve their quality of life here at home. The political party that figures that out first will likely find itself in a stronger position when voters render their verdict. That raid in Venezuela, it will be debated for years to come by foreign policy experts, but in living rooms across America, the conversation remains unchanged. When will Washington focus on us? And now, with the potential for an extended American stay in that country, you might be able to add another question. How much longer will our troops be there? And at what cost?